All right, my friends, here we go. I want to say I'm nervous to make this video, but I'm not. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. It is so good to see your lovely faces. I know I can't actually see your faces, but the fact that you are watching a video that I have intentionally sat down and put out for you makes me so very happy, because it has been a very, very long time since I've actually sat down and done a video, and boy, oh boy, do I have a big one for you today. Are you guys ready for the big announcement? Today is Tuesday. I've done something crazy over the weekend, and I changed my iTrackBites tracker to counting calories exclusively. That's right, your girl at this moment in time is no longer tracking points. I'll give you guys a hot second to get over your emotions. Okay, so now that you're back with me here, let's sit and talk about it. Why? Why did I go to calorie counting? Well, a couple of things. As you guys know, actually, let's go way back. Let's go way back to more than 2 years ago now, where I put out that Weight Watchers Freestyle video called The #1 Reason You're Not Losing Weight on Weight Watchers Freestyle, which is now known as My WW Blue. And I talked all about how it is very, very easy to overeat with all of those 0-point foods, right? Now there's a lot of talk going around about how it is easy to undereat your calories on the WW plans. This video is not intended in any way to bash WW. I firmly believe the issue has nothing to do with the WW plans, and it has everything to do with the people who are unwilling to do the WW plans as they were intended to be done, which is eating a lot of the 0-point foods. Instead, a lot of people are trying to find the lowest point thing possible and then use up all of their points, but not utilize the healthy, whole, delicious foods that are available to you for literally no points on some of the My WW plans. But the way that they were intended to be eaten is eat your fruits and vegetables, and then eat some more vegetables. Grow up, be an adult, and eat your freaking vegetables. Eat some lean meat, eat some whole grains. Do the right thing for your body, and you will not be under eating on My WW. I promise you that. That being said, we are all flawed human beings, and occasionally we make the wrong food decisions that could result in us under eating. My argument for freestyle, and now for all of the WW plans, is not under eating. That's not the problem, in my opinion. If you're under eating, you're doing the plan wrong, in my opinion. If you are overeating, which I firmly believe it is easy to do, then we gotta talk about some portion control. But that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to talk about why WW might not be working for you, or maybe it is working for you. And if it is, more power to you. I am so happy you found something that works for your body. So it's over 2 years now that I called sort of that issue to attention here on the Weight Watcher YouTube area, right? Then I eventually gave up on Weight Watchers altogether and moved to the app iTrackBites, because it allowed me to do my beloved old Weight Watchers plan, Points Plus. On the iTrackBites app, it is currently known as Carb Conscious. And that plan is absolutely wonderful. It's exceptional. I find it to have a much better balance for me, and it's exactly what I needed. But then recently I've decided to start taking things a step further, and a handful of months ago, yes, this has been going on for a lot longer than some people think, I decided that it was time to start double tracking. And what double tracking is, for a lot of us, is utilizing the secondary metric feature. For me in iTrackBites, on iTrackBites Pro, you have the option of a secondary metric, being it can track calories along with your bites, or it can track your macros along with your bites. And I love this feature, so much so that there's going to be a video coming out exclusively about the secondary metric feature very, very soon. So I'm not going to dwell on it here, but the bottom line was I started dabbling in, what if I ate more food in order to properly fuel my body? Like, what if I didn't focus on the lowest end of the acceptable caloric spectrum? And what if I started doing things that allowed me to eat a little bit more? Yes, it would mean more calories. Yes, it might mean temporary weight gain, but it also might mean more energy to live the life that I dream of living. Because at the end of the day, a calorie is just a unit of energy. That's all it is. I started counting calories alongside my Points Plus, my Carb Conscious on iTrackBites plan for a while, and regularly fell in my desired caloric range and regularly saw just how over in bites or points I was in, even in the carb conscious plan. And quite frankly, when I was filming what I eat in a days and all that jazz, I kind of got tired of having to say, it's this many calories, it's this many points plus, it's this many smart points, when all I'm worried about are the calories. That's literally all I've been focused on for several months now. Calorie consumption. So I finally decided to bite the bullet and I flipped my iTrackBites tracker to now track calories exclusively, and my secondary metric is macros. I now have everything that I want to track. The calories I'm consuming in a day, how many I have left, and what my protein intake is for the day, all on one page. And this is very, very exciting for me, and this is very freeing for me. Freeing how? Well, I was actually just in a discussion with some of my friends who do Weight Watchers plans, and some count calories, and some track macros, and some do. We run the gamut of different plans and different lifestyle choices, and yet we all can somehow gather and discuss things, and there's no arguing, and there's no this way is better than the other way. There's none of that. We just accept one another for the journey that they are on as an individual. And I was talking to the girls today, and when I brought up about how much better I feel counting calories, how much freer I feel, how the 250 calorie candy bar doesn't even faze me because it fits right into my day without even thinking, how even though the fact that my calorie counting means I now have to weigh accurately, mind you, accurately weigh all of my produce, my salad, my celery, my berries, all of it. I have to weigh it and account for each and every calorie. For some of the girls that I was talking to, this is overwhelming. This is too much, and it is a way to cause an obsession. And I am somebody who can get obsessed as well. However, this time around, I'm finding it very simple. I'm finding it very easy to just matter-of-factly be like, oh, I have to track this. Oh, let me bust out the food scale and build my meal and track every little bit, and it's all good. And it's easy for me. It doesn't feel obsessive. It doesn't feel crazy. It doesn't feel like, oh, I can't have this thing because it's 400 calories. It feels like I can have this thing because it's 400 calories and that fits into my day really easily. And it's just been this completely freeing mindset, which is what I've been after for so long. So I guess I'm basically just here to announce today that I am officially a calorie counter for the foreseeable future. Now, does that mean that I'm going to lose subscribers? It might. I hope that you guys don't go anywhere, because Diva in the Divine is about so much more than just counting points. Diva in the Divine is a place that I want to use to encourage you to live a healthy lifestyle and become the best version of yourself. And that has nothing to do with what diet plan any one of us is specifically on. It has everything to do with how we approach a healthy and balanced lifestyle in this life. So that being said, if you do hit that unsubscribe button, thank you so much for hanging out with me this far. I hope you enjoyed your time with me. But if you are choosing to stick around, here are some of the things that you can look forward to. First of all of my food choices are still going to be shared. I might be sharing protein and calories instead of how many points something is, but at the end of the day, quite frankly, what I'm eating hasn't changed all that much. And like fitting it in with your calories, I can have this thing as long as I track it and fit it into my numbers, right? The same thing, the same meal, you can fit into Weight Watchers. You can fit into iTrackBites. You can fit it in wherever it is. And that's okay. That's part of the joy of all of this, right? So my food choices are something I'm still going to share with you. What I eat in a day, grocery hauls, recipes, all of those things are still going to be things that appear here on my channel. You just won't see the points that are associated with them. But I'll be honest with you, it's not that hard. If it's a recipe that I have found, you go to the recipe, you plug in the nutrition information. If it is something that I flash and I show you the nutrition information, you know exactly what to plug into the calculator. My healthy choices are not going to change. My indulgences are not going to change. Pretty much everything is going to remain the same. And that's part of why I feel so free about this decision. Letting go of points and picking calories instead does not give me license to go and eat nothing but junk. On the contrary, it has made me consider my caloric values much more specifically. Yes, I could eat the 250 calorie candy bar, and some days I will do that. but other days I might eat 6 ounces of lean chicken instead of 4 and forego the candy bar instead. And I might bulk up on vegetables, but the vegetables will cost me a little more because I actually have to track them. I have found myself eating foods that are so healthy for me. My energy has increased. My working out, my output has increased, and I feel fantastic because of it. I've actually done calorie counting on and off for years. I think 2 summers ago, maybe last summer, no, not last summer, 2 summers ago, I took all summer and I did just calorie counting because occasionally you just need a break. And if you're somebody who just needs a break and needs to try something different, go for it. There is no harm in being like, but I'm WW green. And if you want to try purple just to try it out for a month or 2, try purple. The joy of that decision is you can always go back. You can always go back to the plan that you love, the plan that worked better for you. For me, for right now, I am calorie counting, but that doesn't mean that I might not ever go back to carb conscious. If I want to get buckled down a little bit more, maybe rein in my eating even a little bit more strictly, I might go back to carb conscious. The joy of the iTrack Bites app is I can do it all within the same app, which I absolutely love. So it's not limiting. It's experimenting and trying to figure out what works best for my body. What works best for my body might not be what works best for your body. What works best for my mind, because this is just as much a mind game as it is a body game, might not work best for your mind. You might need points, and that's okay. You might be okay with the fact that a candy bar is going to cost you half of your points, but you're good with all the 0-point foods that you have. Whereas for me, I want to be able to meticulously know exactly where all of my calories are going. It's okay. It's okay to be whoever you need to be to find success on your journey. This is your journey, and my journey is mine. So that's the big announcement. I guess now all that's left is to ask you, are you with me? Are you gonna stay with me here at Diva in the Divine, even though I'm doing something only a little bit different, but really mostly the same? And then the next question I have for you is, do you have any questions for me? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will go ahead and put together a Q&A video about this portion of my journey, about whatever you guys wanna know, actually. It's been a while since I've done a Q&A, so if you have questions, go ahead and leave them down below, and I'll put together a video to answer all of your questions for you. If you liked this video, if you approve of this decision of me taking my journey into my own hands, regardless of what it means for my online presence, give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to be a subscriber to my channel and you aren't already, hit that little red button. Team Diva in the Divine would love to have you as a part of the community. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch, and thank you for giving me the grace I needed to kind of take a step back from YouTube and figure myself out. As you can see, I'm very excited to be back in front of the camera, and I have a lot of ideas formulating up in here. I've got that spark. I can feel it. The spark is lit, and I just got to fan that bad boy into a flame, and we're going to be off and running again. So thank you for your grace as I took my step back to kind of figure out what exactly it is I need to do for me to feel balanced, to feel right. And to feel excited about creating for you again. But I'm getting there. I'm getting excited. I'm very excited to bring you guys on this new-ish journey with me. And if you will have me, thank you for walking by my side. I'll talk to you soon.